Hey guys, today we're looking at some mods which were released over the past week for Forge and Fabric on Minecraft 1.16.5. It looks like this is going to be my final weekly episode for 1.16, as the first part of Minecraft 1.17 is set to release next week, so check back then. Modern World Creation is a client-side mod, which changes one of the most used menus. When you press the Create New World button, you'll see an interface which has similarities to Minecraft Bedrock Edition, looking a lot cleaner and more sleek overall. There's quite a few configuration options available too. The Big Backpack is a new item which can be crafted from 4 wool, 4 leather, and a diamond. It sits on your hotbar, and when you open it, you'll be provided with an extra 184 inventory slots, allowing you to store over 11,000 items when you take full stack sizes into account. Easy Hammers adds 13 hammers to the game, which are made out of materials like grass, redstone, diamond, and netherite. Each tier changes the speed, damage, and durability. Like other hammer mods you might have used, these tools will dig out a 3x3 area, allowing you to quickly gather materials or build tunnels. The Evil Wandering Trader is a new mob who will be disguised as a regular wandering trader. When you come across them, you might not notice a difference. However, if you decide to see what they're trading and leave without making a deal, it will convert into a thief, and the llamas will become skeletal. The thief will steal items from your inventory while attacking you. The Furnace Mark II is an expansion to the vanilla furnace. When you open the furnace, you'll notice a few differences. Firstly, there's now 3 upgrade slots, which can be used to double the experience produced, consume 30% less fuel, and make the furnace work at twice the normal speed. The final item included with the mod is the Attuned Crystal, which can store your own experience, or be placed into the furnace to collect experience there instead. The Furnace Mark II also has increased capacity, allowing it to have 4 output slots. Generic Ecosphere is a huge biome mod, taking inspiration from other mods like Biomes of Plenty, Traverse, and Tremendous. With it installed, you'll find around 100 new biomes, making your world more diverse than ever. Some of the new biomes you'll come across include Appalachian Mountains and bogs and ash forests. There will also be lots of new plants spawning throughout the landscape, and new types of wood too, which can be used as building materials. The drill is a mechanical block, and it can be crafted with 3 iron ingots, an iron axe, an iron pickaxe, and some redstone dust. You can place it down, input fuel like coal, and switch it on. It will move in the direction it's facing, destroying blocks in its path. And I found it most useful for digging out tunnels, as it digs out in a 3x3 area, but it can also be used to chop down trees or even harvest crops. Skayoblocks starts by adding a gate ore, which is better than iron and requires an iron pickaxe to collect it. Once mined, you can create some new armor and tools from it, but there's also the agate spear, which fires golden stars and deals a good amount of damage. Some new decorative blocks include star blocks, which are made from resources like diamonds, gold, and emeralds. There's also tables, crystal blocks, and flower bushes. If you head into snowy biomes, you might find the Hunter's House structure, which has some chests. And in this biome, you can also find the Slayer, a new mob that's passive and drops fur, which can be used to create some carpets. Chunky is a pre-generator mod, allowing you to quickly and efficiently generate chunks around you. With all the new commands, you can generate chunks within a radius, with corners, or with shapes. Mods like this are great for preventing lag, especially on servers, as new chunks will no longer need to generate and use up resources. Aquarium aims to add a new challenge, where you can try to beat the game in the ocean. By generating the Lost Totem, you can teleport to a new dimension, which is made up of some ocean biomes. It's filled with new creatures, blocks, and structures. If you come across the Atlas ore, it can be used to create some new tools and armor, and the Scythe can provide you with seeds from seagrass. The mod is a work in progress, with more updates hopefully coming soon. Detonation is a small mod which adds Dynamite, which is throwable TNT. Each one can be crafted from some gunpowder and string, or from a regular block of TNT instead. When you throw it, the dynamite will travel quite a distance and explode on impact. The mod also adds blocks of gunpowder, which can be crafted from 4 gunpowder. This next mod adds some new bosses to Minecraft. There's the Queen Bee, who has lots of health and will be difficult to defeat as she deals tons of damage. The Carrion can be summoned by crafted biomass and is a giant collection of flesh. The Biolante has 500 health and requires you to go to the end in order to spawn it, and again, it's very tough as it will spawn creepers and give itself effects like regeneration. Included with the mod is the new Creeper Woods biome, as well as new ores and blocks which are used to create some new sets of armor and tools. The mod description is currently a little vague, so you might struggle with some things on this one. Class Options adds Dungeons & Dragons-like classes into the game. Using the Set Class command, you can play the likes of Clerics, Bards, Barbarians, and Rogues. Each class has a combat and passive ability, which can be activated with the B and V keys. As an example, the Mage can summon a magical explosion while also receiving regeneration and glow for 1 minute. As a passive ability, the Mage can levitate for 30 seconds, giving you the ability to get out of sticky situations, and also have the slow falling effect. Architect's Palette is now available for Fabric, and I covered it a while back. It adds lots of decorative blocks such as ore bricks, olive stone, and packed ice. The mod is survival friendly and should help you out with lots of different theme builds. I'd recommend using either just enough items on Forge or roughly enough items on Fabric so you can see all the new recipes. Lava Picker Upper adds the lava container, which can be crafted from 8 obsidian and glass. It's like a bucket and can be used to pick up 64 blocks of lava, making it great for transporting the fluid. This next mod spawns Caracal into your world, which you can find naturally spawning in savanna biomes. They like to hunt chickens and rabbits, but you can manually feed them instead to try to tame them. Tame Caracals can also be bred by feeding them these items again, giving you a baby. They act like wolves, being able to sit and helping to defend you. There are a few different themes too, which you can determine using name tags. Neutral animals will change passive mobs in Minecraft so that they're neutral instead. This means that animals like cows, chickens, pigs, and rabbits will attack you back instead of running away like they normally would. Simple Cobblestone Generator adds 5 new blocks which act as a generator, with each one being a different tier. The first tier is made from 6 iron ingots, a bucket of water, a bucket of lava, and a glass block. When placed down, it will generate 1 cobblestone every 32 ticks. You can then upgrade it between gold, emerald, diamond, and netherite, with a netherite generator producing cobblestone every tick. There's also Throwable Dynamite mod available for Fabric, which I think is more destructive than the Forge version I mentioned earlier. There's 2 different sizes, which are small and regular, and they require gunpowder and iron ingots to craft. When thrown, they'll explode, leaving a hole in the ground and also setting fire to nearby blocks. Schmucks are small creatures that you can spawn in with a recipe, and when you do so, they'll be a miniature version of yourself. They're useful for having around for defenses, as they can be equipped with weapons. Although you can also turn a Schmuck into a miner so they gather ores, and other nearby Schmucks will pick them up and put them into a furnace. They have a few other uses and can be given commands with the Wand of Control. That covers this week. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe so that you'll be alerted when I start talking about some 1.17 mods soon. I've also covered tons more mods on my channel, which you can check out.